Hey guys, today we're gonna unbox the Infinity Studios 1000 Sunny. This is the brown box. It's a massive box with a net weight of 15 kilos and a gross weight of 21 kilos. So it's a plain brown box. So you can see how massive this box is. And we're gonna open it up to reveal the art box. So this here now is the art box. On this side there's this instruction saying it's suitable for 14 and showing the product number 358 of 650. On this side, the One Piece anime logo with the map of the One Piece world. And on this side, the actual product, 1000 Sunny. So this is by Infinity Studio, a licensed product. So Infinity Studio is a high-end company that mainly focuses on statues of Marvel characters or human characters or anime characters. But this is the first time that they're doing a ship. So this is very surprising for them, but I hope they follow through with this line because this is a very interesting line. So we have a lot of more ships to hopefully be made by this studio so that we can have a nice lineup of the One Piece pirate ships. Now, once we open the box, there's this what's this? I guess the plaque. This is the certificate of authenticity, the gold plaque, gold plate of COA. So 358 out of 650 worldwide. It's a nice heavy plaque, a plate or plaque, whatever. This here is in, I don't know, maybe I'll try to check the QR code here later. And this here is the, I guess, the instruction manual. So this instruction manual is numbered, pictured, very detailed, but we'll still see if, because sometimes manuals does not really translate well to the actual construction of the production line. So we'll see later. And there's this one more small piece. I'm having a hard time opening it with one hand. So inside is this card. So this here is when it's open up with all its paper covers. And there's this pocket space with all the small accessories in it. So I'm gonna show you now all of this without the paper covers so that you can fully appreciate the parts. So here it is without the paper coverings. So we're just going to take a video document of it just in case we need to repack it. So for reboxing purposes, it's important to have a document whenever you unbox, so that when you plan to resell it, you have a document on how to put the pieces back together. Because like this, for example, is a lot of little small pieces that and flimsy pieces, so you need to be able to remember how to properly put it back in its place. So now we're going to try and put it all together following this instruction manual, starting from here. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to put the pieces to its final spot, which is this turntable. So it's going to be back and forth from this table to that table. So first we're going to take out the base. So first it says put on the stable base on a stable place. So this is the base. Yung ano lang, mismong ano lang ha. Yeah, so this is the base. It's a massive heavy base with a clear water effect. And this is the bottom of the base. So the number is consistent with the box and the instruction manual. So this is a nice art on the bottom of the base. Okay. Next is put the hull on base. So this is the hull, and this is, I am 1000% sure that this is the heaviest piece of this statue. So you can see all the details in this piece. Can you zoom in on the small details, Joanne? Yan. So you can see all the details, and the green texture really feels like grass, the small trees, and the tiny what do you call this, the wheel effect, the ladders and the doors. This is the bottom and this is the sides. Okay. Next is to install decoration on ship bow. So the decoration on ship bow, I guess this is it. So this is the lion's head in front of Thousand Sunny. So the actual face will come later. So as you can see, this turntable is really helpful with this kind of setting up the statue, because you can turn it around however you like. Next is install roundhouse on the quarter deck. So the roundhouse, I guess, is this guy, the mushroom-like house. So besides putting on this amazing statue, we are also being educated on the parts of a pirate ship. So this guy goes on what is called a quarter deck. So a while ago we learned about the word hull and a ship bow. Now we are learning about the quarter deck. So this guy, you can see the details, the windows and the paint application. So this guy goes in this area. So in modern ships, this is usually the helipad But for Tassel Sunny, this house is this roundhouse. Next is install the thruster on stern. So there's another ship word, stern. So for some of my viewers, you might be thinking that I'm such a newbie on this. Well, I am really a newbie on the terminologies of a ship, so please excuse my newbiness. So this is the thruster where Frankie's cola thruster comes out, and this also has a light up feature here. So there is a battery compartment inside. Okay, maybe later I'll show you the battery compartment opened up. So once we open this, this should light up. So this thruster goes on the stern. I think it's important to note that the magnet on this thing is very reliable. So it snaps on really heavily. But for this, I am not really sure. I feel that it lacks a bit of a bite, but I guess only time will tell if it will fall off or if it will hold. No? Next is install the rudder. So the rudder I know the rudder. So it's a very basic word. So I guess this is the rudder. So here's the detail. Wood. They did the wood texturing and paint application, and they did a very nice job, especially for the metal portion. Looks a little aged. So as you can see, this rudder is a little flimsy. It's held by a magnet, but it has a lot of movement.
Ready po.
So now we are going to install the rear mast. So this is I guess this is the rear mast. I'm not sure if it's this one or this one. So we'll have to find out during the installation. But as you can see, there's this pirate ship on the end, and this one is made of cloth. And I guess this is where the nets will connect. So for now, we'll leave the diagonal bracing as is. So I don't want to push it, but I feel that this is still not really inserted well, because it's a little flimsy and a little loose. But for now, let's leave it there. So next is tie hide rope on the end of crossbars and handrail on roundhouse. Is like this rope that's hiding. So it's hiding from me. So I'll just get back to this tie rope thing. Because it looks like it's supposed to look like this. So we'll look for it later. So install main mast. So this main mast has been already installed. And now we are going to install the observatory on the top of main mast. So this is the observatory. This guy here. So it looks like it's similar to the roundhouse that we installed on the quarter deck. Install rope ladders. So these are the rope ladders. We have 2 of them, and we are going to install. So you won't mistake which side you should put on your rope ladder, because if it's not on the correct side, it will just pop out and oh my gosh. Next, to install the flag on top of the observatory. This is the pirate flag that is going to be installed on top of the observatory, and this little ladder goes on the foredeck. Foredeck. So this is the foredeck where USOP is. You see this little USOP? Ah, it's not USOP, no. It's not USOP, a it's the wheel, the steering wheel. So I'm still not sure why all the flags go along the wind direction when it's supposed to be against the wind, just like how the masts are supposed to be. So that's a little oversight on the design. Catch the wind using the mast, and the pirate flag will blow with the wind. So, okay, no. So now look closely. There's this ring here that we need to attach on the sides. So you hook it on the top. So there's a lot of small details that makes it interesting, but really hard to put together. Super hard. Anyway, we're almost done. We're almost finished with the build. Now I already installed the face. So this ship has two switch out faces. One face is plain, a plain smiley face, and another face where the cannon pops out. So it will depend on you what face you want to use. So we can use this smiling face, and if the next day you want it to pop its cannon out of its mouth, then you can just switch it. And one more thing, this cannon face also has a light up feature at the back. So I'm guessing the light should come out here. So for now, let's put on the cannon face. So next is we're going to install the anchors. So there are two anchor options, switch outs. One is the anchor, and the one is the engaged anchor, meaning they put down the anchor to see. So it's going to look like this. You can install this so that it will look like the ship is sailing. So if the ship is sailing, if you want to portray that the ship is moving, then you should use this anchor option where there's no rope. But if you want to portray your display that the ship is moving or docked, then you should use this anchor. Or maybe you want to portray that whoever is responsible for the anchor, whether it's Yusuf or Frankie, that they forgot to put up one of the anchors, then maybe you can do this kind of option. One anchor down, then one anchor is up. Okay. So next is, that's it. We're finished. So this is the finished, the complete statue, the Thousand Sunny. So there are a lot of, I can't say that these are issues, but it's just too hard to put together because you really have to be patient on some parts. And some parts also do not really fix on its peg, like this ladder. I'm not sure if it's supposed to fix on a peg, but it's super loose. So yeah, that's it. And I think it will display nicely on my turntable. So that's the Infinity Studio 1000 Sunny. Yeah. Also, we have this super heavy, I guess, plaque. What do you call this? Plaque? A golden plaque. Besides the certificate, and this is super heavy. This looks like a solid piece of gold that can be displayed beside the statue, beside your display. So this is super heavy. So you can see the details of this steering wheel. So I think it's just meant to be displayed like this. And this one is a gold plaque. I'm not sure how to install this. So this plaque says Thousand Sunny Straw Hat Crew, and it shows my edition number 358 of 650, and it shows the dimension of the statue. So length of 670 millimeters, width of 440 millimeters, and a height of 750 millimeters. So this displays the details of the statue. Sino yun? Yan siya ano. So this is the, I guess I'm guessing the pegs so that you can display this. Still not sure how to ito. Yan. Yes. Okay. That's a nice touch. This is a nice touch on how you can display the details of your statue. So I'll just put the switch out parts here. Okay. And what else? I'm not sure how I can display this certificate of authenticity, but maybe here. I'll just put it up there. And that's it. That's the complete Infinity Studio Thousand Sunny. So I am praying that Infinity Studio would continue with this line, because we have a lot of ships dreaming to be made, like Whitebeard's Moby Dick, or even the Going Merry. I think it should be Going Merry first, but for some reason they did Thousand Sunny first. But maybe they can do Going Merry next, then the other ships like Moby Dick and Red Dragon, Shank's ship, and other ships that can be found in the One Piece world.